I've always driven cars with big engines, big, huge horsepower. You don't really have to think too much about, what's going to happen. You plant it and you know it's just going to go. I'm Ruedi Bartholdi, one of the owners of Hot Rod Technologies. We modify and restore all sorts of different cars. Really, we can turn our hand to anything. My earliest memory was my dad. In 1967, he took me to the very first Trans Am races. I can remember standing in the wooden stand on the main start-finish line at Brands Hatch. When they went past, the whole thing just shook, and the noise was just like something you've never heard before. And I think that was what got me completely hooked on American cars. I've always built and raced cars throughout my life. My friend who owns a paint company, we were talking and I said, well, why don't we just start a hot rod shop in West London, because there's nothing else like it around here. It's a niche market. Hot rods are a niche market for sure. We had a sort of 2 or 3 car facility there. We were then approached by our customers who had classic cars as well and said, well, can you restore my whatever it was, E-Type or Pagoda or whatever it might have been. So that's what we did in a very small way, and we enjoyed doing that as well. And I said to all my customers, well, what about the name Hot Rod Technologies? Because somebody with a classic car would rather not come to someone called Hot Rod Technologies. And they said, no, we like the name. So yeah, we've just carried on using it. The most successful car we've had is a 1940 Ford Coupe, which we built for a customer, a full build, and that car went on to twice be voted in the top 6 or 8 of the national show, and won a lot of awards at every sort of show it went to. The green Mustang, Highland Green, 68 Mustang Fastback, it came in for a paint job. And straight away I looked at it and thought, underneath all that paint is a lot of awfulness going on. Rust, filler, you name it. We had it acid dipped, and we have everything acid dipped. And when it came back, I think I counted 86 different patch panels on the car. There were 3 flaws. Rather than taking the old one out, they just put another one in. It was unbelievable how bad it was. We ended up with just the roof panel, the dashboard, and that was it. And so everything you see on that car is basically new. Engine, gearbox, they were completely rebuilt by us. All the suspension, it's got a really nice 9-inch Ford rear end in it, Wilwood disc brakes, and we had all the dimensions, so we physically built a new body shell on the jig. So as I say, the only original part was the structure of the roof and the dash. Everything else in that car, absolutely everything is new. This little Porsche here is my own car, a family car owned by my brother-in-law. It had been in storage for 27 years, unused for 27 years. And I'd peeked at it a few times underneath all the blankets and stuff, and it didn't really give me any interest. And then one day he said to me, well, I've got to get rid of the car because the storage is not going to last forever. He said, do you know anybody who's interested? I thought, well, actually, yeah, it's kind of like the barn find that everyone talks about. And I thought, I just can't let somebody else have this. When we first got it back, we went through it and it was so clean, really nice and clean. But the things like the suspension and the exhaust had rusted very, very badly. So what we initially did, we got the car running, all the sort of things just to get it through an MOT safely. And I drove it around, but it leaked oil like you can't believe. I said, right, let's get this oil leak sorted out. We'll just drop the engine, have a look what it is. And as you can imagine, that didn't stop there. We took the engine out, okay, well, let's do the engine, let's do this, let's do that. And we have just gone through absolutely everything on that car. It's fantastic. We've had a full body respray, engine, gearbox, suspension, you name it, it's had it done. It's difficult because we have a workshop that's full of many different types of cars in here. We've got a Cobra kit car, Maserati, Corvettes, Porsches, and we'd like to sort of target it down a bit because at the moment we're all things to all men, which is too much. And we're a small team, We would like to become more specialised in things. We've been doing a lot of work on the Porsches. Really proud of that and how it's come out. And the same with the Corvettes and the Mustangs as well. We've got a really good following and we've made a nice name for ourselves. I'm Ruedi Bartholdi, one of the owners of Hot Rod Technologies.